Hello, this is week 12 of the course. Just gonna start off with the neat resource, The Nature of Time. This one is kind of hard for me to wrap my brain around, the whole, theory of relativity and all of that. But I did find a few things to say about this. Well, first of all, what stood out to me the most about this is it kind of reminds me of the saying, time flies when you're having fun. And I think that's a great depiction of space and time, or relativity and time, and how our perception comes into play to kind of alter time. And I know this is certainly true for me. This picture I found is actually a perfect explanation. In bed at 6 a.m. you close your eyes for 5 minutes at 7:45. At work it's 1:30, you close your eyes for 5 minutes and it's 1:31. I just thought that picture was funny, so I wanted to post it up there. But that's kind of what drew my attention on this topic. And I also found a video on YouTube that kind of it discusses space-time, and I thought it was really interesting. And actually, after I'd already done this, I was watching something on TV, I don't know what it was, but they were talking about how they had taken two clocks, set them to the same time, and traveled with them. And they went to different places, came back, and they were kind of off by a few minutes. And so I thought that was really cool and funny that I saw that on TV this week when this was our neat resource. But I'll just play some of this video.
This experiment was carried out in 1971 when scientists flew an atomic clock around the world and then compared it to one on the ground. As Einstein predicted, the two clocks no longer agreed. They differed by only a few hundred billionths of a second, but very real proof of motion's effect on the passage of time.
Einstein's theory has been tested again and again and again, and it all hangs together. It really forms the basis for the way we understand much of the way nature works.
These effects, which used to be considered sort of obscure and very small, are very in your face with today's technology.
With the discovery of this unexpected link between space and time, Einstein realized that the two could no longer be thought of as separate things. Instead, space and time are fused together in what came to be called space-time.
Einstein unified the idea of space with the idea of time into this four-dimensional structure called space-time.
So that's just a tiny little clip of the video, but I found the video really interesting, and at the beginning it kind of talked about what I was just saying that I had seen on a documentary on TV about that same experiment, and so I thought that was very interesting. And then for the animatronics hack, like I had mentioned in previous posts, we had taken a singing, dancing Santa Claus, and we had gotten a Yoda doll that talked, and we hacked that for the Santa to sing the theme song, the Cantina, Star Wars Cantina theme song. So here's what our Yoda did before we hacked it. We just put the Santa body that moved, that danced, in the Yoda body. Oh, where's the volume? No volume? Oh well. There's a picture of it moving though. And then our final project, after many hours of trying to, figure out the sketch and figure out what needs to be plugged in where, and having to actually build or buy the headers for the MP3 shield that we bought. We had to buy an MP3 shield. and upload the song on it onto the SD card in order for it to read that. And so we actually had to solder on some headers for that in order for that to work, but you might be able to see it in the video. Sideways, sorry. Can I turn it? The volume is kind of quiet, so it's kind of hard to hear it, but it was cutting in and out a little. Oh, but there was our dancing Yoda, who's now singing the Cantina song instead of Here Comes Santa Claus. So that was our animatronics hack, and we had a lot of fun with that. Big headache with that too, trying to get it to work, but it was still interesting to see how that was all put together. And that's about it this week.